Welcome to Coach's Corner, Cat fans. Thanks for joining me on this gloomy, rainy Tuesday afternoon. So again, want to thank Mike for doing this for us each week and posting that, and those of you who take a look at it, I appreciate that, and watch the highlight tapes. And I think it's a really good thing that Mike's done for us all these years, and you know, better than, I don't know, we look at other schools and try to find stats and try to find highlights, and it's really difficult to do so. So it's really I guess a luxury that we have this here at Coldwater. So again, thanks to Mike Spriggs for putting this all together. So today's show, I guess, I'm going to recap the Fort Recovery game, look at West Jefferson, who's coming to town this week for week number 9, but playoff game number 3. And then I've kind of covered lots of the bases with support staff, types of people in the staff last week. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about our prep for the week once the playoffs have started, how it has changed a little bit just because we're playing on Saturdays. So going back to last Saturday, what a game. I guess if you're a fan just watching football, you know, it would have been a great game to just watch. Two good teams, two teams that you know each other and played really, really hard throughout the game. And just a play here or there really was the difference in the game, obviously with a score of 28-26. And Fort Recovery did a really good job. Coach Niekamp had his guys ready, and they did some different things that we hadn't seen before or hadn't practiced against too much with their offense a little bit, running some wildcat. We saw it a little bit, but didn't know how much they were going to use it. You know, they ran the ball really well, and we knew they could. They did it to us 2 years ago, especially, and they gained a ton of rushing yards. And you know, they kept the ball away from us, and they made some big passing plays when they needed them on some third and longs. And our guys just hung in there. We told them at halftime we were down 14-7, and we told them don't panic, and you know, we get the ball first, and let's put a good drive together, which we did, and scored and tied it up. And so the game was back and forth, touchdown for touchdown. And really, the key came down to a couple different things were the difference. Really, the offensive yards were similar. Lots of good plays on both sides, but we recovered a fumble early in the game. We intercepted a pass early in the game, and then special teams wise, we blocked a punt, we blocked an extra point, and stopped a 2-point conversion. And we did not, us offensively, we did not have any turnovers. And the kicking game was really, really solid for us. So just those, you know, those 3, 4, 5 things really were the key to this game. And you know, we just, I guess, outlasted them a little bit there in the fourth quarter, and got that blocked extra point, and you know, it kind of got us a little spark. And then we held them there at the end, and certainly then at the end of the game, we had a good drive and got down there inside the 5, and then took a knee. So. Really good game. Hats off to Fort Recovery for their effort in this game. It was a nice night. The field was good. Everything was good for high school football. So really proud of our guys. The special teams guys have been great all year, and really proud of those guys and our role players, guys that you don't see out there all the time. So they did a really good job. Brady Klinkshire did a real good job kicking our extra points. And Jesse did a great job of punting, and Ethan Diller has done a great job all year with our long snapping, whether it's punts and PAT and field goals. So those types of guys. Brady had been playing a lot of defense, and he's going to play a lot more this week just because of the style of offense that we're going to see. So he'll get back into the defensive side more. But those are the kind of guys that we're really proud of that play their role, even though there's not a ton of play. So really happy with that win, 28-26. It was really good for our players to play a tough game where they had to play all 4 quarters, and it was stressful, intense, and so that was good for us to get into a game like that, because there's going to be another one down the road at some point. So this week, West Jefferson comes to town. They are 7-1. They lost to Mechanicsburg in a real good close ball game. Mechanicsburg is in their league, so they play each other all the time, every year. We have played West Jefferson 3 times in the playoffs. They're a good program, a good team for a long time. They were in the state semifinals in Division 5 last year, so they dropped down. So they're a tested team. They lost to Ironton in the state semifinals last year. They have a good quarterback who's the coach's son. So oftentimes those those coaches' sons kind of get it, and kind of remind me of the Hemmelgarn brothers. Just smart quarterback. They are a throwing team for the most part. I think statistically 60-40 throwing to rushing. They have good skill guys, kind of like our guys, and offensively and defensive lines are not overly big guys like us, so kind of looking similar to us in lots of ways. So they're coming to town at 7-1. Like I said, they lost to Mechanicsburg in a real good ball game. Watching them on film, we did see them play Anna, and they kicked a field goal, I think, right at the end of the game to win that game. So that's an interesting 36-35 game with Anna, who obviously is in our league. So Anna gave a real good battle. So West Jeff, Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Fortunately, we're home again, and if we win this one, we'll be home again next week for the regional final. So we'll see if we can get that victory and see who we play that. So spotlight-wise, like I said, I'm not going to talk about any individual, but what I am going to talk about is basically our weekly prep once we've entered the playoffs. And since it's Saturday games, it's a little bit different, which most of us really don't like the Saturday games, other than it's kind of nice to chill on Saturdays and watch the Buckeyes and things like that. But it kind of takes away that free day you get. So what we do is Sunday we kind of all relax and we start watching film and start processing a little bit the team that we're going to play. We come back on Monday with the players. We watched our Fort Recovery game yesterday and felt like we needed to do that for some corrections and just to show our guys to see ourselves playing a really good tough ball game. And then we just jogged a little bit and the old guys lifted. So it was a real light day yesterday. Today then, so Tuesday is really like a Monday. So we look at all the special teams. We go out a little bit. We run again, go through special teams, and then we watch film on our opponents. So we watched some West Jefferson film before we went outside today. I ran through a few things, basic things, no shoulder pads, no hitting, and pretty relaxed as far as intensity-wise, but just to kind of start thinking about West Jefferson. So tomorrow and Thursday will be our Tuesday, Wednesday. So those are our I guess, heavier practices, even though at this point our practices are less than 2 hours now, and an hour and 45 sometimes, and we don't hit near as much. We wear our shoulder pads, but really not doing any tackling and other than on dummies and sleds and things like that. So we try to get them out in about an hour and 40 minutes. Watch some film. They still are in a lifting mode every other day, and so that's kind of the prep that we take as coaches. On Sunday, we start processing by ourselves. Monday, we get together and kind of put things together and talk about, X's and O's types of things, personnel types of things, and kind of get that squared away. And then as we progress through the week, we throw things in, we throw things out. The play that Miles scored on that 50-yard touchdown, we put that in on Thursday night. Coach Hewer says, Coach, if they're gonna bring the house when we're in empty set, maybe we can pop one through there with the quarterback. And certainly that happened, and we kind of guessed right. And so that was a huge play and an adjustment that we put in on Thursday night, 2 days before the game. So, like I said, sometimes we throw things in, add things, take things out, and hopefully by Saturday we're ready to roll. So on Friday is our Thursday run through. Saturday morning we get them up. We have a walkthrough at 9, and really more than anything just to get them up and moving around. Then we come back at about 4:30 and get ready for the game. So that's kind of the routine that we take, and our coaches do a good job of everybody has their role on what they do prep-wise, and then certainly we got to coach the kids up, and they have taken it really well, and I think if we can keep them healthy and fresh, we got a good shot at winning Friday, and we're playing a good team in West Jefferson, a good program in West Jefferson, so we're looking forward to that challenge. Saturday night, Cavalier Stadium, 7 p.m.